Hello, this is Julian with Coffee Reviews, and today we're going to be trying and ranking 5 different Asian iced coffee brands. Now, a little bit of context and background into this video. We're coming up on 2 years since I took my first ever trip to Japan, and what I noticed, as a lot of people noticed during their first time in Japan, there were a lot of vending machines, and in those vending machines they had so many different coffee products. And I had never heard of any of the coffee brands, and I didn't know which one to purchase. I remember settling on one. I don't know which coffee it was. It came out of the vending machine hot, and it was kind of interesting. I'd never had any drink come out hot from a vending machine like that inside of the can. And since I do live in Seattle, there are a bunch of Asian markets around me with products that are from Japan or from Korea. And this is a great opportunity for me to kind of try and see which one of these is my favorite, which one I like the best, and which one is my least favorite. So let me go ahead and discuss the products we have on the table right here. So the first is Mr. Brown's iced coffee. This one is from Taiwan. And then we have the DyDo Blend, and this one's from Japan. The Georgia Classic Quality Coffee, another one from Japan. And then right here we have I believe this is called Black Boss. And this one was the most expensive. This one's also from Japan. And then we have the Let's Be mild coffee from Korea. Alright, so I haven't had any coffee yet. Let me go ahead and start with the first one. Couple things to note. This one, the most expensive, I think it was $2.50. This one was the cheapest. It was $1. And this, I think, is the only one that doesn't have any sugar in it. I was trying to find coffees that would all be kind of comparable, but let's start with the Mr. Brown iced coffee. And this one's definitely not black. It definitely has some kind of lighter color to it. It's got it almost tastes a little vanilla. Yeah, there's definitely quite a bit of sugar in this one. It's a skunkier vanilla. This one, it's fine. It's more of a kind of vanilla flavor coffee product rather than a straight up cold brew coffee. Alright, next we're going to do this DyDo Blend, which just has 5 grams of sugar. I think this one had 17 grams. And this one also has kind of a color of some sort of coffee with cream in it. Like, that's the way to describe it as. It looks like it has some sort of creamer in it. Again, it's pretty vanilla. They're definitely mixing all their coffee products with some creamer. It almost tastes like a fake vanilla creamer, but this one, it's definitely less of that skunkiness. This one's for kind of like a vanilla creamer tasting coffee. This one's not terrible, actually. Not bad, actually. All right, next we have the Georgia Classic Original Quality Coffee. This one here has 18 grams of sugar. I think it's the most out of any of them. Again, also looks like it has some sort of creamer in it. Whoa, this one's way more kind of like a nutty creamer taste to it. But again, it's a little bit more subdued. It's not as skunky. This one by far has this kind of skunkiest flavor, and these two are both a little lighter and kind of just lighter on the creamer, a little bit more soft. But this one also isn't terrible, to be fair. And these are all operating under the context that you don't mind kind of creamer in your coffee. Alright, here we go. This is their first true black coffee, and I remember reading the ingredients on this one that it's just coffee and water. Okay, I think the best way to describe it is kind of maybe it's a cold brew, but it's a lighter bodied, like a kind of a watered down, darker roast. Not overly bitter though. But I think that's the best way to describe it. Maybe a watered down dark roast. It's okay. And then last we have the Let's Be mild coffee. This one is from Korea. And this one also kind of has a very slight creamer color to it. Okay, that one tastes the sweetest by far. Doesn't have as much sugar as the rest, but it's so sweet. Whoa, that's super sweet. Okay. You know what, I think I can definitely say that this one's probably my least favorite. Yeah, and I'll tell you exactly why. It's got a chocolatey, yeah, that's how I describe it. Maybe a chocolatey sweetness with a skunky coffee aftertaste. So this one right here, we're going to put in last place. It's definitely my least favorite. This black coffee I feel like wasn't terrible. It's not great either though. I feel like this one right here might have actually been my favorite. This Georgia Classic Original Quality Coffee. It's pretty sweet, kind of marshmallowy. Very much like coffee with creamer in it, but if that's what you're expecting and that's what you're looking for, then this isn't terrible by any means. I was kind of expecting all of these to be maybe like a darker roast, kind of skunkier, darker roast tasting coffees, but they're very sweet, almost all of them. That one's pretty decent. And this one's kind of like a milder version of that. It actually has a kind of poor aftertaste though. It finishes off very poorly. I'm going to make that one my second least favorite. And this Let's Be, as I mentioned, is super sweet, so I'm going to put it in third place. I think this black. Yeah, kind of for being the only actual coffee product, just straight up coffee on this one. It's not terrible. It doesn't leave a very terrible aftertaste. It may be a little diluted in terms of the flavor. It's not a robust coffee flavor. I don't think any of these are terrific, just straight up iced coffee products per se. I just think that this one has a decent balance of sweetness. So my winner right here is the Georgia Original Quality Coffee. Actually, wasn't terrible. This Black Boss is also just okay. I would probably be drinking this if I needed just a quick pick-me-up. This one, if you're looking for something super sweet, the Let's Be is insanely sweet. Also pretty sweet, this DyDo Blend, and this Mr. Brown iced coffee. I didn't like it all. Those are my rankings. Those are my favorites. Kind of wish they all would have been just straight up black coffee. I might try to go back and find some more that are just straight up black coffee, iced coffee products, but for what you're drinking, this is the way I rank them, this is the way I like them, so I'm going to leave it at that. If you've tried any of these products, please let me know. If you have a favorite Asian iced coffee product from any country, please let me know what that is. I would love to try and sample that as well, maybe do another one of these videos. If you're curious, the options in the city are pretty big. There are so many different coffee options and coffee offerings when it comes to these iced coffee products. So I'm going to leave it at that. If you're enjoying the content, give this video a like and subscribe if you're not already subscribed. But this right here has been a tasting and ranking of 5 different Asian iced coffee products. Thank you for watching.